Oh, mate, praise the Lord. I thought this was never going to work. Mate, what? I fixed Bluetooth and then everything else is broken. Really? Nah. Alright. How y'all doing? Do you know it's really weird? The things where people just put stuff in and there's no real point to it. Buy Quest 2! Nah. I want to start this video more with a kind of a I get it, I'm a bad dad. Alright? So, the Epic installer is weird to me. Rewind. Why am I a bad dad? My sons play Fortnite. I know. I know. I'm sorry, they're uncultured. Just. I tried. I really did. And just. They just have no taste. No taste. Sorry, boys. So the Epic install is really weird to me. Or the Epic launcher is just, it's not something I'm ever going to realistically need to use. The main game Epic has is Fortnite, which my main only real tie is that my kids like Fortnite. They play Fortnite on Nintendo Switch, and they play Fortnite on PC because they both have a PC each. And because I'm a Linux user, there are ways to get Epic to run on Linux. I would rather play games native to Linux. If I really desperately want to play a game like on PC that isn't on Linux, I'll hop over to my Windows install and do fluff that way, although I will be trying something a little bit later. So I've enabled Steam Play again on my library, so I'll be able to play Windows games on Linux through Proton. So, but irrelevant, because that's all. I think there's an Epic launcher that uses like the Proton-y, DXVK, whiny combo dealios to play. That's irrelevant at this point. So just so you know, I'm not using a Linuxy spin client. It's weird to me. No, the Windows one, because like there's nothing on the Epic Store that I would really want to play that I don't already likely own on Steam, unless it's an Epic exclusive, which infuriates me anyway. Because as I already said, digital exclusivity and time stuff just really, really, really winds me up. I think Epic have now gone and got Fall Guys, which is kind of fun, but not really something they play that often. And they have Fortnite, which I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks pretty. It looks way prettier than I remember it. I had a little kind of dick around in it when it was called Fortnite Save the World. And that was like a million years ago, I think. And I watched one of my mates play it too, and they seemed to really enjoy it. And then Battle Royales became a craze, and then Fortnite Save the World had Fortnite Battle Royale, which eventually, because of popular opinion, became Fortnite. And then Save the World is almost like an extra now, I guess, or the what was the original game mode is now an extra, or now they've mashed them all together into just Fortnite, and now it's you install Fortnite and you get Save the World and Battle. I don't know. Just whenever people talk about Fortnite, they're generally talking about Fortnite Battle Royale, and it winds me up. So I don't like the building mechanics. Everything else I'm sure is fine about it. I like the crossovery stuff they do, and I don't like the building. And I've played tons of Battle Royales. I played PUBG, Radical Heights, and just like I loved Radical Heights, by the way, the 80s game show thing, fantastic to me. But I've played tons of different Battle Royales. Just Fortnite doesn't do it for me, mainly because of the building mechanic. But Hunt Showdown's fantastic, by the way. But yeah, it's not a game I'm really into. I kind of avoid it. I don't really even play it with the kids. It's just I don't want to play it. So I don't use the Epic Launcher. The only thing really on the Epic Launcher that I'm even remotely interested in, I guess, is, well, there's two things. That you get the Unreal Engine, and or you get access to the Unreal Engine, so you can kind of develop and toy with that, and that you get free games. So if you have an Epic Games account, which you have to have for Fortnite and stuff, they give you free games like every day or couple of days or whatever. There's a timer usually on the store and it says, in XYZ amount of time, this game's going to be free, hit get, it's yours, it's in your library, do what the hell ever you want with it, kind of thing. And so, since having a Windows install last year, so the first time I had a proper Windows install in absolutely eons, I've just started claiming the occasional game. My mate Ram said, "Hey yo, stop wasting time. Just click the doobly doos in the store and you get some games." And so far, pretty much every game they've offered me is stuff that I already own, so it's not a thing. Anyway, my boys say to me, "Dad, can we have Fortnite skin?" And I'm like, "Oh, nah, mate, not skins. Skins suck, man. It's just cosmetic. You're just gonna be throwing away money." Like I'm a killjoy, man. It's like, just no fun, Dad. My kids generally understand. Cause I'm like, look, what happens when the game shuts down, man? You're gonna invest all this money in this online game for cosmetics, skins and all that kind of stuff. Then the game will inevitably shut down, and your investment's just gone poof, gone. I've done in-game purchases before, but I've acknowledged that the game is going to go away. My children aren't going to be spending their money, they're going to be spending my money. And I don't really like my children having access to my cash card or credit card online. I'm one of those parents that goes, what do children do when they can't understand money and they see this virtual currency? I think in Fortnite it's called V-Bucks. They see this virtual currency that means absolutely nothing to them. It's just a number, right? What do they generally do when they want stuff and there's an option to get more of this not real thing? Well, they just get it, and they don't even make an association with the fact that it costs actual real money, and you actually have to do things to get real money. So I'm like, I'm not going to even give them the option to screw with me without I'm not like. I shouldn't really kind of bubble them like that because, kids have to be able to make mistakes and then you can say, look, hey, you shouldn't really do that kind of thing. But in this case, I was like, it's not worth the hassle. They don't need to be able to buy games anyway. And on other platforms, generally speaking, I buy a game and will gift it to them. Or, in like the case of Steam, and they say, Dad, can we have a game on Steam? I'll go, yeah, mate, sure. Have you got any credit? And on the Nintendo Switch as well, have you got any credit? Because we'll just look like, we'll buy them a voucher. If they're good, we buy them vouchers and they put them on like the Nintendo eShop or Steam and they save up to buy a game. And I was like, well, maybe that's because they want this skin and generally, they learn to save and all that kind of stuff. And one of my boys managed to get a Fortnite skin on his Switch through credit he already had, plus rewards that he'd got from doing stuff with Nintendo stuff. You get like an extra kind of discount currency that you can spend at any point. Anyways, I'm moving ahead a bit. I was kind of like, okay, so what platform, like the skin? Generally, you're good. You sort your own stuff out where, you save your money through your vouchers and all that kind of stuff. Gravy. What platform do you want these on? Because I know that you play Fortnite on Switch and other stuff. What do you want to play it on? What do you want it on? And one of them said Switch and one of them said PC. And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. On Switch, we checked. One of my sons had enough credit to be able to get the skin he wanted on Switch. It should be said that initially when thinking about it, we said no. No skin, no, just don't care, no, you're not having it. Because they followed it up with, we said, well, maybe, what about for Easter? Would you like to have it instead of like Easter eggs or whatever? Instead of like chocolate, would you like a skin? And they were like, yeah, sure, okay, we'll do that. Except we've only got like 4 hours until the skin goes away. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. All right, time skin, you're not really giving me that much time to think about it. No. Well, I'm a crap dad. I already let him play Fortnite, so I was like, screw it, I'll just get him the skin. And as I say, one of the boys had the credit to get the skin on the Switch, no problem. But my other boy says, can I have it on PC? And I'm like, okay, cool. I imagine it's going to be like the other online stores that you guys use where I can get a voucher code or I can gift you stuff and you can do whatever. And I don't know, maybe it's just me being thick, but I could not find a way to give them vouchers or gift them in-game currency. I could not seem to do it. Even though like, the options to buy things are in the launcher, I could not find a way to like add a voucher or where to buy vouchers or like gifting it. I just could not see it. Someone else would probably go, yeah, there's an option in this drop. I didn't look all that hard, to be honest. There's probably a drop down somewhere. Someone will correct me, but I couldn't find it, and it seemed really, really, really weird to me that I just couldn't. I couldn't gift them this thing or buy them a voucher. So instead of like tying my card to their account, I'd like to buy you a voucher, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you the thing. So fast forward a little bit, and I'm like, well, maybe I can do it another way. And I looky loo up on the Tinterwebs, and they say, yeah, you can gift skins through the actual game. So you buy the currency on your account, buy the skin, and gift it to. You can buy it as a gift for another player. Oh, fantastic! I've got the kids on my Epic account, so I go to Epic and I look for whatever. Right, I can't buy skins. Great. I can't buy the V-Bucks from the store and gift it to them. So I'm gonna have to install Fortnite. 30 gig download later, I launch the game. I buy the V-Bucks, and then I learned something. Now, I'll tell you what I learned, but it's a nifty feature for parents who don't want to give the kids access to your cash card, your credit card, your PayPal account, whatever it is. Although I still find it really weird there doesn't appear to be an option just to voucher. Right? Please, like Epic, if you're going to do this, voucher would be nice, because not every kid has a thing. And the thing that you do put in there is a cool thing anyway, but a voucher would be nice. So, I download the game, get my V-Bucks, and I had to get enough for like 2,000 some odd points, because apparently you can earn V-Bucks in games for doing stuff. My sons had nothing on the PC account, so I had to buy extra. And I mean, it wasn't hugely expensive, but you had to buy more than what you realistically needed, and so I was a little bit knocked by that, because I'm never going to use V-Bucks for anything for me, because I don't want to play, and I buy my boy the skin and I gift it to him, and I've now got a butt ton of extra points. I'm like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna buy the skin that my other son's just bought on the Switch. I'll buy that for him on PC as well, because I've got enough for like 2 skins and a little bit extra. So I ended up buying 2 skins, and it took fucking eons, because I had to download the game and do the jig. It turns out actually this was probably the better option, but I had to download the game, launch the client, do the intro thing, because it throws you straight away into a story intro-y thing, because Fortnite have got extra story stuff now, and just, I'm like, oh, I don't remember any of this back in the day, but whatever. Go into the store, buy the V-Bucks, get the skin, gift that to them, then they have to log in. If they haven't logged into Fortnite in like forever, then they can't get gifts and all that kind of stuff. Even if they've got an Epic account, they had to have logged into Fortnite and done the thing to get the... Just give me a fucking button to gift things in the thing, right? In the launcher, please, in the client, in the store. Just don't make me install your crappy game and do that to thingy. Anyway, the thing that was cool, that kind of mitigates the whole voucher thing, is that if you don't want to tie your card or PayPal account or whatever to someone's Epic account, you can do a one-time payment with whatever payment method you want to use. So PayPal, credit card, debit card. I think you could even use like 3 phone credit, like 3 cellular credit, and O2 something credit. I guess that must be like for like mobile. So I don't know why you'd use that in the actual PC store, but you can say like, well, okay, use my PayPal account, but don't save the information to the account. Let me log in, give you my username and password, my email and password for PayPal, but then bin it off. I don't think Steam does that. I don't think they do, but regardless, that doesn't matter because I buy my children vouchers for stuff they want on Steam. But I thought that was a nice way of doing it. I'd not really seen that in an online store, really, where, yes, we will take your payment information, you can buy something, and then we will just throw away your payment information. So it's not actually saved to the account. So if you are buying things for your children, that is an option. Kind of like that, because you shouldn't really be giving your children access to a credit card or a debit card online for any reason. It's not a thing. Same with like smartphones. Don't let your kids have your phone, especially not if you've had to log in like auth things and you haven't set up the parental controls or whatever, or your cash store purchasey controls. So like you have to put in a password every time, or use your fingerprint or scan your face or whatever it is. Whatever you do to authorize payments on your phone. Don't give it to your kids if you've just got all that open, because man, they're just going to spend money. Especially most of the games that are on phones and that, they are designed to rinse your children of money. So, and well, you actually, but it was neat to be able to see that option in the Epic store. That said, though, I would have probably had to have bought. So if I had to get enough money to buy the skin they wanted, it would have cost me double the amount than, because I'd have had to have bought the first amount of points wasn't enough to buy the skin. The second amount was, but it was enough to buy like 2 skins. And then I'd have had to have bought that per account. So I'd have spent twice the amount to get 1 skin per account that have had enough left over to, I don't know, wipe their asses with or something. But really, I had to download it just seems so weird to me that I can't just gift them the thing from the... I can't just gift them a virtual thing or buy them a voucher. I think you can buy V-Bucks and stuff like that on the PlayStation and on the Xbox, so why I can't... There must be a way I can do it on PC. There must be a way I can buy vouchers and things for PC. I just didn't find it. I couldn't find it. It just seemed really, really weird to me. I mean, the Epic Store must be popular enough, because there's plenty of stuff going exclusive to there. I think isn't Rocket League exclusive to the Epic Store now? Rocket League, Fall Guys is gone now. Obviously, Fortnite's on there, and loads of people play Fortnite. Do you think it's weird that you can't just buy a voucher? And if you can, how? I understand there's even reward vouchers. So if you buy games on there over a certain value, they by a certain time or within a certain time frame, they will give you a voucher. But you can't apparently use that for pre-orders or in-game purchases. So, can I just buy a card just to give to my spuds? That'd be nice. Yeah, I just thought it was really weird. Just jumping through so many hoops just to get some in-game currency to buy my kids skins that I shouldn't have really bought to start with. Or was it one of them was a... I don't even remember what it was. One of them was a hot dog. Skins, man, in game. I don't get it. I desperately, I hate with a passion timed in-game loot. I absolutely hate it. Grinding for gear because it's got a time limit on it, or spending in-game currency to get it, or spending real money to get in-game currency to get the thing. Just, it's got to stop. Or buy the game by XYZ day and you get blah 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 with it. Just no, stop. Or in Nintendo's case, hey man, do you want that game? You better buy it before this time, otherwise we're pulling it off shelves. So, stop. It's got to stop, because there are some people out there who are like super... I need that. And even if they haven't got any money, they'll prioritize a skin or an in-game item before food. I've known people to do it. I've known people who have done it. They've gone, there's a limited edition skin, and some of them are really fucking expensive, and then they spend that money rather than buying food. Like they're going to be able to survive on the skin alone. But, you know, yeah, just the way the Epic Store kind of seemed weird. They made up for it with that one-time payment option, but it's just so weird. So weird. I guess because they just want you in the game more and more. Like they would rather you be in the game buying things than buying them from the store. You know, just because I mean, when you launch Fortnite, all it is like link your accounts, do this, do that, blah. Nah. Does anyone use the Epic Store? Does anyone prefer the Epic Store to Steam? I am actually curious because I don't know many people who use other launchers on PC regularly. Because you know you've got Steam, Origin, Epic, Uplay, the Blizzard one, Activision Blizzard, and I mean most people just like mostly Steam. EA games are now going back onto Steam. Uplay games are technically on Steam already, but they install the Uplay launcher and then make you go through that to play the game because you've got double DRM or whatever on it. The Epic Store, I don't know many of any people that really use it other than to claim games and Fortnite players. And the Activision Blizzard one, like a couple of the COD games and World of Warcraft. But does anyone really use, like, does anyone actually regularly go into the Epic Store? Or I mean, I wonder if anyone actually survives on PC these days without using Steam. Because I hated Steam back in the day. But I've told the story before, then I had children and that seemed like a really good idea, having a digital copy that I could download wherever I wanted rather than having a disc that the kid go, what's this, mate? Oh, no! Yeah. So there's a really roundabout way of me saying, oh my god, let me buy vouchers. Don't let your children buy things online. Don't do what I do, or don't do what I did. Don't let your kids play Fortnite. Don't buy them skins and other stuff. But just and how many of you play Fortnite? Sorry, people. I'm just completely all over the place right now. I've spent hours doing completely daft stuff. I'm gonna go play Hades on Steam Play if it works, and then I'm gonna go and I don't know, drink some orange juice. Tropicana. It's another placement. But it's like people only do things because they get paid. That's really sad. Anyway, I'm gone. I've got nothing. I'm making shit up now. Hope you are, and I'll see you all with a bit of luck in the next one. Stupid store. Just let me buy the fucking thing and give it to them, not